Cultivating our relationship to nature. Nature to us is sacramental. If we are children of God, we have a tremendous treasure in nature. In every wind that blows, in every night and day of the year, in every sign. Wordwise. Cultivating means to of the sky, in every blossoming and in every withering of the earth, there is a real coming of God to us if we will simply use our starved imagination to realize it. Oswald Chambers. All my life has been a relearning to pray, a letting go of incantational magic. P. Wordwise. Blossoming means time and process of flowering. Wordwise. Starve means to want or need very much. And the vain repetition, me Lord, me, instead watching attentively for the light that burns at the center of every star, every cell, every living creature, every human heart. Ched Ramo. Wordwise. Vain means having no success. Ever since I was very young I have loved the natural world. I grew up in the heart of New York City but regularly sought out Central Park as a connection to nature in the midst of the city. In the summers, my family would travel to my father's native Austria and spend time hiking in the Vienna woods and the Tyrolean mountains. Even though my parents were not religious people, as a small child I had a profound sense of that stunning, humbling mountainous landscape as a window onto something much larger and more powerful than myself that I would eventually come to name God. Wordwise. Humble. Chapter 1. Brother Wind. All praise be yours, my God, through brothers wind and air. And fair and stormy, all the weather's moods, by which you cherish all that you have made. St. Francis of Assisi. Deep peace of the flowing air to you, which fans your face on a sultry day, the air which you breathe. Deeply, rhythmically, which imparts to you energy, consciousness, life. Deep peace of the flowing air to you, Celtic prayer wind and creation. Let me seek, then, the gift of silence, and poverty, and solitude, where everything I touch is turned into prayer, where the sky is my prayer, the birds are my prayer, the wind in the trees is my prayer, for God is in all. Thomas Merton. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was a formless void and darkness covered the face of the deep, while a wind from God swept over the face of the waters. Genesis 1, 1-2. Be still, deadening north wind. Wordwise. Formless means having no regular shape. Wordwise. Deadening means act of ending a thing's use. South wind come, ye that waken love, breathe through my garden, let its fragrance flow, and the beloved will feed among the flowers. St. John of the Cross. The secret life of me breathes in the wind. Wordwise. Waken means to stop sleeping. Wordwise. Fragrance means a pleasant smell. Wordwise. Beloved means very much loved. And holds all things together soulfully. Hildegard of Bingen. You ride on the wings of the wind, you make the winds your messengers. Psalm 104, 3-4. Wind is the only one of the four elements that is invisible. The gift of air lacks any discernible form or color or texture, but it makes everything else come alive, both literally, as in the gift of life-giving breath, and figuratively, as in the buffeting of things by thee. Wind's power. In Genesis we are told that the mighty wind was present at the very beginning of creation. Wind is air in motion caused by differences in atmospheric pressure. We measure the wind or air by the effect it has on other things, such as the sail of a boat billowing. The treasure of a cooling breeze on a warm day, the gentle bending and bowing of grass in a field, the steady rhythm of our own breathing, or the powerful effects of a strong storm knocking down trees and power lines. Air is also the medium of sound waves and thus of language. And communication. It is connected to voice, our ability to speak of what is most precious to us and to communicate with others. The metaphor of air or wind offers us a variety of ways to understand our experience of God, as life breath, as inspiration, as enlivener. Wordwise precious means very valuable or important. Wordwise enlivener means an agent that gives life. As directional guide, as powerful force, or as the current that supports flight. In this chapter you will be invited to pray with air or wind by considering a number of the wind's qualities as symbols for our relationship with God. St. Francis, in his famous prayer that opens this book. Wordwise directional means welcomes the wind in all its manifestations and directly associates it with God's work as creator. Brother Wind is seen as the Creator's fellow worker, the one who cherishes, supports, strengthens, and invigorates other creatures. Franciscan author Eloy Leclerc, in his book The Wordwise cherishes means to show great love. Wordwise invigorates means to give life and energy to. Canticle of creatures, symbols of union, rites of the freedom and detachment of St. Francis's words of praise for Brother Wind, all its moods. In fact, for Francis, there is no such thing as bad weather any longer. His brotherly feeling for the wind springs from. Wordwise detachment means act of separating something. Wordwise brotherly means showing love. An interior detachment and openness of soul that a man reaches only after much striving. Francis was a man of the open air. There has never been a more receptive soul than St. Francis. The context of the wind is a world open and exposed and swept by a force that will not let you rest and carries. Wordwise detachment means act of separating something. Wordwise openness means act of sharing one's feelings. Wordwise striving means an attempt to reach a goal.